We've just spent 8 days on the Royal Amplified Allure of the Seas on an Eastern Caribbean cruise, and this time we decided to splash out on a junior suite. So what did we make of the whole experience? And more importantly, is it actually worth paying extra for a junior suite? Let's find out. First of all, let's talk about the ship itself. Allure of the Seas is one of the oldest Oasis-class ships. Before the Royal Amplification in 2025, it was missing a few features that most people now see as standard on this class of ship. Things like the water slides, playmakers, and the ultimate abyss. But after the amplification, it honestly feels just as good as any other Oasis-class ship that we've sailed on. Everything feels fresh, modern, and much more in line with the newer ships in the fleet. One thing I really enjoy on ships like this is just trying out all the facilities. From the ice skating rink to the flow rider, there's always something going on. There's so much to do on board that we genuinely never felt bored for a minute. Now let's talk about the stateroom. We booked the junior suite this time. While the cabin is definitely showing its age in places, especially with no USB charging ports, it's still very well maintained and it's been comfortable to stay in all week. We really appreciated the extra space and the added perks that come with a junior suite. I've done a full detailed cabin review in a separate video, which I will link in the description below, and also at the end of this video if you would like to see that in more depth. Next up, the food. Normally, I find Royal Caribbean's food to be perfectly adequate, but not usually spectacular. This cruise though really surprised me in a good way. The food in the Windjammer buffet was excellent quality, which hasn't always been our experience on Royal Caribbean in the past. The couple of times we ate in the main dining room, we also found the food really nice and well presented. We did try a couple of specialty restaurants as well, Samba Grill for Brazilian churrasco and Izumi for sushi. We enjoyed both of them, and I've reviewed those separately too, with links in the description if you would like to watch those later. But interestingly, we didn't actually feel the need to use specialty dining as much as we expected on this cruise. That's because with a junior suite, you get access to Coastal Kitchen for dinner, and we ended up eating there 4 times. It's complimentary, but the quality of the food is honestly on another level. It really feels like eating out in a fine dining restaurant, and it actually reminded me a lot of dining on Ponant ships, which are a luxury cruise line. The ingredients, the presentation, and the flavors were all excellent. It was consistently that good. And for us, that alone added a lot of value to having the junior suite. Well, next, let's talk about the service, because there is one area where Royal Caribbean really shines for us. The Royal Caribbean staff are genuinely the best we found. Even in the Windjammer buffet, the staff remembered us and handed us the complimentary drink that we liked without asking. That level of attention really surprised me, especially in such a busy venue. The team in Coastal Kitchen were incredibly professional as well. The maitre d' went out of his way to fit us in on busy evenings, and nothing ever felt like too much trouble. You really feel looked after there. Our cabin attendant was excellent too. The room was always spotless and tidy, and whenever we asked for something, whether it was extra wine glasses or just more body lotion, it was sorted out straight away. And everywhere you go on the ship, the staff always greet you with a smile. It sounds like a small thing, but it really makes a difference to how relaxed and welcome you feel on board. We probably took all of this for granted for a long time because it's just what we're used to on Royal Caribbean. But after trying a few other cruise lines last year, we realized that this level of consistency and service isn't the same everywhere. Coming back on Allure really reminded us just how good Royal Caribbean are in this area. Let's talk about the Crown and Anchor Society benefits next. Even though we're still working our way towards diamond status, some of the platinum benefits are actually really handy and make a genuine difference on board. We get 2 50% off vouchers for wines, 2 half-price vouchers for coffees, and also 2 half-price vouchers for milkshake. That's per person for each voyage. This means we're much more inclined to treat ourselves rather than think twice about the price. And while we're talking about drinks, we also really like the cocktail of the day. It's usually priced at around $8.50, which is almost half the normal cocktail price. So we definitely take advantage of that when we see something we like. It was one of those small perks that really adds up over the course of a cruise and makes the whole experience feel that little bit more rewarding. Before we move on to the next point, if you've been enjoying this review or finding it useful, please put the like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to also hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. I've got lots of other videos on my channel about cruising and traveling, so don't miss out. Now, let's talk about the entertainment. This is normally one of Royal Caribbean's strongest areas. We did enjoy Mamma Mia, which was very well done and easy to sit back and enjoy. But the other theater show didn't really engage me in the same way. The ice skating show was similar. The skating itself was impressive, but the storyline was almost non-existent, and the music just felt a bit random rather than telling a clear story. The comedy acts this time also felt a bit formulaic to me. I think we may have been slightly spoiled by some really strong comedians on previous cruises. So overall, the entertainment was still good, but there was definitely a few shows that felt more average than usual. What we really did have fun was with the game shows. Things like Majority Rules and Crazy Quest. They were great fun and always had a good atmosphere. Instead of the 70s Disco Inferno, they now have Bring the Beat Back, which features music through the decades from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I actually really enjoyed that. It had a great mix of music and a nice lively crowd. One area I do think they could improve is the karaoke catalog. It wasn't just me either. I saw quite a few other cruisers struggling to find songs that they actually knew. That's definitely something Royal Caribbean could improve quite easily. Let's quickly talk about the fitness center. The equipment there is absolutely fine, although it's slightly dated. Everything you need for a good workout is still there. It's just not all shiny, brand new equipment. That said, it was perfectly usable, well maintained, and did the job without any issues. Let's talk about the pools and sun decks. On sea days, we did find the pool areas quite crowded, and the best located sunbeds were usually taken fairly early. If you don't mind sitting in a windier spot, you might still have some luck finding space, but the prime areas do go really quickly. One thing that really helped us having a junior suite was the large balcony. When the sun was on the starboard side, we could actually sunbathe on our own balcony instead of fighting for a lounger on deck, which was a really nice bonus. It gave us a much quieter and more relaxed option on busy sea days. Next, we're going to talk about the itinerary and the ports, because this was a really good Eastern Caribbean route. We had a lovely beach day at Cokie Beach in St. Thomas, with some great snorkeling and beautifully clear water. In St. Kitts, we visited the fascinating Brimstone Hill Fortress with absolutely stunning views across the island and out to sea. It was one of those places where the history really comes to life when you're actually standing there. And then there was San Juan, which gave us that old colonial charm. along with several UNESCO World Heritage Sites, which made it a really interesting stop to explore on foot. And then the whole trip was nicely topped off with a visit to Coco Cay, which is always a fun and relaxing way to end a cruise. The weather was mostly very good throughout the cruise. We did have a few heavy downpours at times, but overall it didn't affect the experience too much, and it really was an incredible holiday. So, was the junior suite actually worth paying extra for on this cruise? For us, the answer is yes, especially on a busy Oasis class ship like Allure. The extra space in the cabin made a big difference over 8 days. It never felt cramped, and having the larger balcony gave us another usable living space, particularly on sea days when the pool decks were busy. The walk-in wardrobe also helped keep the cabin tidy and organized, which sounds like a small thing, but when you are living out of a suitcase for over a week, it really does make the cabin feel more comfortable. And then there's the access to coastal kitchen in the evenings. For us, this was probably the biggest single benefit of the junior suite. The food quality there was consistently excellent, and it felt like eating in a high-quality restaurant rather than a large ship dining room. You also get some nice practical perks with the suite category, like priority boarding and double crown and anchor society points, which helps build status faster for future cruises. Overall, if you enjoy having more personal space, a larger balcony, and a quieter, higher quality dining option included in your fare, then the junior suite starts to feel like a good value rather than just a luxury upgrade. For us, it's genuinely improved the overall experience of the cruise. Overall, we really enjoyed this cruise. Previously, I thought our Norwegian Fjords cruise on Celebrity Apex was the best cruise that we've ever had. But I feel this one is definitely up there at the same level. Now, if you're interested, check out this video next for my full review on our previous favorite cruise. See you over there in a few seconds. Happy cruising!